What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and to another WNBA video. We only got one game on the slate for Wednesday, June 18th, so we're going to dive into that game, break it down, and analyze it. We're going to talk about which way that I'm leaning as far as the points and the spread, and then when it's all said and done, make sure you check down there into the pinned comment. You're going to find a link down there that's going to send you over to the Guy Boston Sports website, and that's where all of my final plays are going to live for free. But before we dive into this game, let's go ahead and jump over there to the website. That way we can take a look back at yesterday's plays, what we took and how that ended up going down. We do go 4-6 for the second straight night. Not ideal, man. We lose 0.69 units on the day. That drops us down to, we are still up, but up 0.94 units now. Not ideal, like I said, but hey, we're going to look to bounce back, guys. 4-6, 2 nights in a row. Not what I am looking for. Let's go ahead and dive into this game. And we'll keep in mind just one game on the slate, so we're not going to go crazy and try to win everything back tonight, right? But we still can find some value here. Let's see where we can find that at. Guys, smash that like button down there for me if you can, and hit subscribe if you have not already. Let's jump into this one, man. We have the Phoenix Mercury taking on the Connecticut Sun. Mercury are going to lay 12.5 in this one, with a total sitting at 156.5. This one's going to tip off at 7 p.m. You got Phoenix coming into this one 8-4 straight up. They are 7-5 against the spread. They've now won 3 of their last 4 and beat the Aces by 6 in Vegas their last time out. It's going to be the second game of a 4-game road trip for the Mercury. Phoenix is going to have a 1-day rest advantage over Connecticut, who played last night in an 88-71 loss against Indiana. And that makes 3 losses in a row now for Connecticut, 4 of their last 5. Connecticut is now 2-9 straight up, 4-7 to the number. This does have the potential to be a look-ahead spot for Phoenix, man. So I don't know if we should go hammering that many points on the road, right? Especially, right? I don't know if we should go hammering that Mercury line yet. They not only play again tomorrow, but they play against the defending champion New York Liberty in New York. So it's definitely possible we overlook this Sun team some, right? But despite the many reasons to back Phoenix here, I think the one major thing to consider in all of this when looking at the Mercury is that this is Alyssa Thomas's first game back in Connecticut after 11 years with the Sun to begin her career. Look, man, she was this franchise, right? And has obviously since moved on. She has the Mercury in playoff contention, looking pretty damn good, sitting atop the league, while the Sun have fell to the bottom of the league. She'll get love from the fans, no doubt. But I think she'll be looking to stick it to a front office that like never truly invested in the title contending teams that AT led out there on the court. Man, look, remember last year when they had to cut the practice short in the playoffs? In the playoffs, all because a child's birthday party was about to start, right? Just insane. Professional women's basketball organization in the playoffs. They were fighting to get into the finals at the time, and they got to cut their practice short. Like I said, man, not a lot of respect shown from that front office to these teams over the years. I think Alyssa Thomas comes in here and tries to show out, man. So I would keep an eye out for her props when those numbers start dropping, right? I got a feeling that they're going to be juiced, man. But maybe we get lucky. Maybe we can find some value there somewhere. But I would definitely be looking her way first in this one. But man, on top of that, this Mercury team is just simply much better than the Sun, man. There's really no other way to put it. Connecticut is dead last for offensive, defensive, and net rating, while the Mercury do sit at just ninth offensively, but they are fifth defensively and for overall net rating. Connecticut is hitting the most shots from the mid range. That is really their bread and butter and where they look to live. They do so at the third highest shooting percentage. And Phoenix, despite that defense, has given up the fifth most made field goals from that zone and at the fourth highest shooting percentage. But Phoenix himself is sitting at second for percentage of points scored from 3-point range, and we've seen the Sun allow the fourth most threes per game at the second highest shooting percentage. So both of these teams have an area of struggle, right? So all in all, man, I'd lean Phoenix on the side, but I'm not really feeling laying that many points. Like I said, the Mercury could play a great game. They could lead by double digits throughout the majority of this game, and then start resting starters in the fourth quarter, win this one by 10 or 11. Like I said, that's a great win still, but we don't cover. So I don't think I like getting on the spread here. I do instead, though. I would like looking at the total. These two play at a slower tempo. Phoenix is sitting at seventh for pace. The Sun's second to last at just 12th. The Mercury are sitting at six for turnovers per game, while the Sun are forcing the sixth most. Phoenix is forcing the most turnovers per game, while the Sun cough it up at the fourth highest rate. So I'm going to expect some stretches with just stagnant offenses and sloppy play here in this one. These two have gone under this number, this specific number right here, in 3 of their last 4. The Sun are hitting under this mark at just a 40% rate when at home this year. but I think the Mercury control this one and the tempo from the jump, man. We've seen them hit under this mark in 3 of their 4 road games on the year, hitting for a 75% rate. So I'm going to go with an under in this game. Like I said, I like that a lot more than the side. I'm going to throw that in as soon as I get off of here. I'm seeing it at yeah, minus 110 at DraftKings right now. So definitely going to be a play for me in this one. And then we'll look at some Alyssa Thomas player props once those drop, see if we can find any value there or anything else. There's just no player props available right now quite yet. So when those lines drop, man, we'll comb through those. And if I find anything like, we'll throw those into the pin comment as well. But guys, that's going to wrap it up. Just the one game on the slate today. Going to be a quick video. Hope you guys still enjoyed the content. Hope you still found it helpful and useful. And if you did, please do not forget to smash that like button on your way out and hit subscribe as well if you have not already. That's going to do it, man. Hope you guys all cash out. Have a great night. See you back tomorrow for the next one.